Alrighty, here we've got Roxy Raccoon's Pinball Panic, being played on Xbox Series X for TV. So just soft. I want to thank them for the opportunity. It's a pretty cool pinball game. So you got story, so you can play through the story mode. And I guess so. I actually might pass this, but apparently it didn't save it, which is nice. You can play pinball. You can do classic pinball. You can do Roxy Assist, Square Attack, Time Attack, Survival. I also do Rapid Ryan's Arcade. This gives you access to various arcade games, which are going to be different depending on what game you choose to play. All of them are pretty different. Some of them have traditional pinball mechanics, some of them don't. It's pretty cool with the different gameplays you've got, or different game modes you've got with the different arcade games here. It's pretty cool. I like how it breaks up the traditional pinball game with various different takes on pinball and totally different games entirely. It's kind of cool. Tons of different games. I mean, look at all these game modes. It's crazy how much, how different games you've got here. One of my favorites are I like Rough Rotations, and I like Orbiting Oddity. Those are pretty fun. I'll go ahead and show you guys Rough Rotations here. So now, when you start a game, it doesn't actually tell you how to play the game, which I thought was kind of really annoying. The way that you can view how to play the game is you start to play the game, hit start.
Welcome back.
And then you go to Witch Trials, and it'll tell you what to do, but it doesn't tell you how to do it, which I think is totally lame. But anyway, in this game mode, or in this game, you have to rotate the platform that Roxy's rolling around on with the buttons you would use for your paddles. In this case, it's going to be LB and RB. And you have to not knock Roxy off the platform. I'll play one more time. Pretty simplistic game. Pretty easy, fun to play. Can be challenging. The longer you play. It gets faster. Pretty neat. Alright, we're going to exit that, quit that.
Game over.
And then you got Orbiting Oddity, which is kind of cool. So this one you have to just change the different orbits and get the gems, and that's essentially how you play the game. Okay, let's get to the actual pinball portion here. I'll go up to story. I'll go ahead and go to, come on. Go to Cursed Unleashed. It's going to be the first level. That's kind of interesting. Cutscene, kind of low poly, kind of cool looking. So, each level is going to be a different table.
Are you ready?
You've got the different view modes. I prefer this one here. Essentially, you just have to get a high enough score to complete the level, essentially. And you have 3 balls to do it. The game is a decent pinball game. I like the story element. I like the progression with the levels being score-based. It definitely has a unique challenge to it. For a pinball game, it's okay. There are better pinball games out there, but Roxy Raccoon's not a bad pinball game at all. It feels like a decent pinball game. It's not the best pinball game out there by any means, but the story is nice. Graphics are nice. Presentation's good. The tables are okay. Some have a lot going on, some don't. Some have multiple levels, some don't. But I mean, this game has a lot to offer. It's got pinball, it's got various arcade games you can play, not just pinball, which is really nice. Varying tables, different game modes. It really has something for everyone. Even if you're not a fan of pinball, you can find something to enjoy out of Roxy's Pinball Panic. Sorry, Roxy Raccoon's Pinball Panic. So yeah, definitely a fun pinball game that has a lot going for it. So if you're looking for a decent pinball game with a fun story and a lot of other games bundled in here, Roxy Roxy's going to be a game you're going to want to pick up for sure. I'm going to go in there over here. I want to thank Stop for today. I thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and as always, the next time. Take care and happy gaming.